These are the 5 C's that I wish I had learned and truly understood when I started my first business after retiring as a professional football player and world champion athlete. Hey, my friends, it's Cletus Coffey. And if you don't know my story, transitioning from sport into life after sports was a big challenge for me. But what was ingrained was that I'm a high performer and I'm used to performing on a high level. What I didn't realize is I was so addicted to accomplishing and achieving on the scoreboard of business and in life, primarily money, that all other areas of my life began to suffer. I ended up getting divorced. My relationships struggled. Each relationship I got into, just because I was so ingrained in I need to win. And when I wasn't winning, it was, what's wrong with me? And when I did win, is that it? There's got to be more to this. So I started my own journey of there's got to be more meaning, more purpose. I got to be feeling more fulfilled because the things that I'm doing are not working. I was broke, divorced, broken, trying to grasp onto something that felt a bit like success for me. And what I wish I'd come across was these 5 C's that would have helped me, not only in my first business, but in each subsequent business I tried to get into, to allow it to, for me to have some level of success, but most importantly, to make it sustainable. See, I got into business for freedom, for flexibility, for the finances. And when I first started my business, it was all about finances. It was all about, how can I make a bunch of money and retire on the beach? You've probably seen a lot of that on social media. Here's how you can work from the beach. No, it doesn't work that way. Believe me, I tried. It doesn't work. So how can I, put forth the effort, put forth the work that's in alignment with who I am and the lifestyle that I wanted to create? See, going into business saying, I'm just going to create a business and let the money that I make figure out my relationships, figure out my ability as a parent, figure out my health, figure out my mindset, figure out my connection to source and a higher power. It does not work that way. But I bet you, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a high performer, you're super focused on how can I make more money? How can I connect with more customers? How can I close more deals? How can I generate more profits? How can I scale? How can I exit? All that stuff is great. And there's more to life that you need to expand in to help you achieve and appreciate the things that you do develop on the scoreboard. What ends up happening is we go all in on business, go in and on our careers and making money, and then our relationships suffer. It's a snapback. Our health suffers. Then we do win, and we're alone because we got divorced or we're disconnected from our kids. And it's this was the win. This is what I really wanted. And so we want to avoid that. We want to create a life that you truly want. Think about it. What's the reason you got into business? Is it just to put some money in your bank account? Is it to say you started a business and you're successful? Or is there a feeling, an experience that you want starting a successful business that you want to have? I'll bet the farm that it's the latter. Why? Because I talk to so many high performers every single day that once we strip back the layers, that's what they want. They want fulfillment. They want purpose. They want freedom. They want flexibility. They want those things. They want happiness, but they're not getting it because they're so focused on the scoreboard, on achieving and accomplishing, that they're helping everybody else be successful. Everyone else is happy. Their employees are paid. Their customers are well taken care of. Their family at home is comfortable and happy. And entrepreneur, the high performer, they're not. So let's dive into these 5 C's that can help you not only create a business that you want to be part of, that thrives in the lifestyle that you really want, but that is sustainable. See, number 1, clarity. You got to get clarity on who you are, not on your minimum viable product, not on your avatars, not on your mark. Get clear on you first and foremost. This is your business. This is your career. Get clear on you. Who are you? How we do that is the truth. Now, there are 5 elements to the Power 5 of personal culture. If you haven't locked in and understand this, please go back to some of my other videos and understand personal culture. 5 key areas: psychology, physiology, people, profits, presence. So in those key 5 areas, you want to be expanding at the same time. It's not one without the others. They will become anchors that hold you back. So getting clarity on who you are in each one of those areas. Where are you? What's the truth? What's the truth about your money situation? Are you in debt? How much? On what credit cards? And what are you spending on that's accumulating that debt? Get clear, see it, put it down on paper. Don't just think about it in your head, because it's going to be a lie. It's going to be a story. So tell the truth, write it down on paper. Where are you at with your relationships? Are you connected with your spouse? If you don't have a spouse, are you connected with your kids or with your friendships or the community? What's the truth? Or are you holding yourself up, trying to land the next big unicorn, or trying to service all these clients that you've created, or trying to find clients that you haven't had connection to, relationship or others outside of you? So get to the truth and write it down. That is step number 1 in personal culture. Psychology, physiology, people, profits, presence. That's getting clarity on who you are. Once you have that clarity, really the truth will set you free. That's what it comes down to. So get clear on the truth, because we can't determine where you're going to go if we don't know who you are. Who are you? Get clear on that. That's clarity. Next is conviction, belief. You got to have belief in yourself. And it goes beyond just saying, yeah, I believe myself. No. That's the high level. That's the easy way to get out of it. What is the conviction? I got to feel it. And if you're just telling me that you believe, I'm not going to believe it. If you communicate back to clarity who you are authentically and help me with conviction, believe that I should follow your message. I should buy your product, engage in your service, because you have such belief in who you are, what you're capable of, how you can be of service, your purpose, your passion, meaning, fulfillment. It is believable with conviction. I didn't do that when I first got started. I was so focused on how can I make it seem like I'm much more successful than I am, that I'm much cooler than I am, that I'm much smarter, that I have a better service, and without just being like, hey, this is who I am. And so if you're engaging with me now, this is who I am. I'm going to come with energy. I'm just going to be raw and real. We're going to talk about the hard stuff, because that's what I wish I had. In all of my products and all of my programs, my group trainings, my live events, we get real, we get authentic, and we develop conviction and belief. Because once you got that conviction, the frequency that you give off, the energy, that's the frequency that that emanates from your body, is going to attract the right people and the right opportunities to you. So you have to create that belief in yourself, that conviction, and others will feel it. Next, commitment. You got to commit to it. So that it's not being 1 foot in and 1 foot out in all areas. You got to be committed to your actions, committed to your beliefs, committed to your work. Here's where I had to really make a level of commitment. Once I did this literally shifted my life and my business overnight. I made a commitment to connect the Power 5, what I call the everyday drills. As a former football player, it doesn't matter, any football field in America, any level, every single team does their EDDs. If you're a football player, you're like, oh yes, I remember those. It's the everyday drills that we did. We made a commitment to doing these drills every single day that help develop our footwork and our skill set, and our minds and our bodies and movements that we're going to have to replicate in games. When I started to do my EDDs every morning, I do something every single morning before I start my day, something that develops the mindset. Where can I get better? Where can I get improved and continue to learn? That could be reading. That could be listening to a podcast. The physiology, I exercise. I do some sort of movement or some sort of training every day before I get my day started. The people, I like either reaching out to individuals, it's a quick text message, seeing my kids off in the morning to school, like letting them know that, hey, I recognize you, I see you, I love you. and not for your accomplishments, not for your grades, not because you got a job raise or because we've had sex 3 times this week. That's scoreboard stuff. That's accomplishment. Reaching out because I just love who you are as a human being, partner, as a friend, as a colleague, as my children, just for you being you. I'm reaching out to say, hey, I'm thinking of you. I'm loving you. Just a note to connect people that are important in your life. So that is people, profits. I got to do something money oriented. How can I get better? I got to do something. I do something business related that I can learn that's going to help me generate more profit. I didn't say revenue. Profits. It's about you getting paid. If you're a business owner, it's not about selling more. It's about getting paid more. How can I learn and grow to get paid and make sure my money is sustainable? And then lastly, presence. That's the meditation. That's the journaling. I journal every morning. I got my gratitude. I have my affirmations, and then I meditate. Every single morning, I'm committed to it and I'm consistent with it, which is number 4, being consistent with it. You can talk a good game. You can say, I'm going to do my EDDs. You're going to say, I'm going to work out every day. You can say, I'm going to eat right. And you may do it 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 5, whatever it may be. But you got to be consistent. And I'll tell you, just with my videos and with my content, the more consistent I am of putting it out there, the algorithm picks it up. People get exposed to it more. And all of a sudden, I get more views, I get more likes, I get more engagement, I get more customers because I'm consistent with it. You got to consistently show up as you with conviction and committed and consistent. And when we do all that, it creates number 5, which is an extremely strong level of certainty. And if I look back at, I'll just use example, the relationships I've been in, intimate relationships. I did a terrible job of creating certainty that the people that I were in relationships with knew that every month that these bills are going to get paid and this money's coming in and he's going to be here in the evening and helping around the kids and getting stuff ready. I was all over the place. I was hustling, grinding, as the popular phrase likes to be put out there. Look, I was all over the place and I didn't provide certainty. Why? I didn't have certainty with myself. How can I provide certainty for anybody else if I don't have certainty for myself? And this goes with all of these. You can't expect someone in your life to be consistent and be committed if you're not consistent and you're not committed. You can't expect someone else to be clear, or to really come from a place with conviction and belief if you don't have it within yourself. Once you become that person, you will attract those people and those opportunities and get the fun and amazing relationships and get the money opportunities to start growing your wealth and improving your health when you have a level of certainty within yourself, first and foremost. And that last one, that's a tough one because I've struggled with it for so long in my life. And I kept looking for certainty from others and thinking that would help solve my uncertainty, when in fact I had to create it for myself. And so being able to go inward and focus on certainty has truly shifted and helped for myself. So just to recap: clarity, conviction, commitment, consistency creates certainty, which you need, my friend. If this content resonates with you, by all means, just hit subscribe on the channel here so I can create more content. I get to know what you're looking for so I can provide content that can serve you. If you're ready for a greater level of clarity, if you're ready for more conviction and commitment, consistency, and by all means, greater certainty in your life, you can provide certainty for those that you love, for those that work for you, for your customers. You have a great opportunity to engage in our programs. We have group training programs. We have live events. If you go to BeTheTorch.com and let's connect, let's get on the phone and find out which opportunity is the best fit for you so you can create a business that you can fit into your life. Not creating a life that is lacking certainty, is lacking consistency. And you're like, hey, I just want to make a bunch of money. You may do that for a short period of time. But two things are going to happen. Number one, it's going to snap back and you're going to suffer in some capacity, some chaos, some destruction, if you're just rocket ship focusing on money. Or the second thing that is going to happen to that is you're not going to be really able to appreciate and value the money that you make. Why? Because you have forgotten all areas of your life. It's not just about showing up anymore. That's important. You got to show up. When you show up, you got to be clear with your messaging, clear in communication about what you're feeling, with conviction that you believe what you're feeling. Your customers are going to figure it out if not. Your employees are going to feel if you're not clear what you're feeling and having that belief behind it, being consistent in your messaging. Obviously, if you're not committed, they're going to see it. And what they're looking for is you to show up with a level of certainty for yourself. And then they can develop a level of certainty in you. If you're ready for that in your life, bethetorch.com. I'm at Cletus Coffey on all social channels. Drop a comment in here and let me know which one of these 5 can you get better at. We all can get better in all of these. In one of these, all of these, it doesn't matter. Which one of these do you need to get better at? Go ahead and throw it in a comment below. Let me know how I can help support you. bethetorch.com. Come join us. Let's grow. Let's make an incredible impact in this world with who you are and the impact and the meaning and the purpose that you want to create out in this world.